you want to explain anything?
So you know how we listen to shouting on Wednesday when it's first? Do it, but tall. Up in the tall. With everyone. A lot of people who aren't.
We just go in?
Just press the silver button by the side of the elevator.
12 to 12:10.
Okay. Hi. Have you guys been up here before?
I have, yes.
I have never been up here.
Oh, okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the best known landmark of the Berkeley campus is the Sather Tower, better known as the Campanile. It was a gift of Mrs. Jane K. Sather, an early benefactress of the university. The tower rises majestically to a height of 307 feet and is surmounted by a carillon of 61 bells. The first 12 bells were installed when the tower was completed in 1917. 36 were added in 1979, a gift from the class of 1928. The final 13 were given in 1983 by Jerry and Evelyn Chambers, devoted alumni of the university. The bells are played 3 times a day. Their music is a much-loved tradition. We welcome you to the university and hope you enjoy the inspiring view from the tower.
Okay. We're coming up to the 7th level. It's 18.5 stories when you go out the doors. You're going to go left and up 38 steps to the next level, which is 20 stories under the bells. It's 31.5 stories at the top.
Nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah?
Those are bells. Can't see the sea from here. There it is, right in front of me. So that's where's the hotel?
It's that thing to the left of it?
Yeah, that's what I thought. There's the new Astro building. I haven't seen that from here. It wasn't there last time I was here. I wonder what the roof of the physics building looks like. College? What is that road right there? I don't think it's Telegraph. Telegraph doesn't take an angle. It's 3 minutes until noon. Just so you know. See, this is where
Utmost concentration.
it's starting. I should probably record now.
So do you think these bells are going to move?
No, I think the things inside them are going to move.
That's what I mean. It was loud.
Yes, it was.
So, I don't understand why we couldn't find the big bell.
I don't know if it's here somehow.
Where is it?
Is there
If it's
another
not
set
here.
of bells, like above this or something? Was I here when it rang in the past? Maybe. But I said earlier that I wasn't. I don't know anymore. Building always says too tall. Angel Island. Alcatraz. Marin. That is the Golden Gate Bridge. Look at that bridge. People like that bridge.
I listened for the thing. It was very quiet from up here.
Yeah.
Like people graduating.
Well, they always graduate.
Whoa, they threw their caps.
Maps knows where my home is now.
Our home?
Yes.
Or your home?
No, our home.
So,
All
we
right.
think we see where we live
So
in that direction.
So Chris is going to go back home like he would have anyway, but I'm going to stay here, and then when he gets there, he's going to do something, and I'm going to try to catch it on camera and with my eyes. I found it. It's right there.
Okay, I'm home.
All right, now I'm ready.
Okay. Here's the poster.
Yep. That is Chris. Get
Here's
our
the umbrella.
house.
I'm waving in front of.
Yep, that's the
Got some
umbrella.
shade.
You're waiting up front of, just part of it's in the sun. Now just walk out by yourself. Yep, there he is.
Hello.
Wave your
There I
arms
am.
or something, like do jumping jacks.
Okay.
Oh my god, I can see you wave your arm.
Can you see just when I wave my arm like this?
Yes, even with my naked eyes, I can do that.
Wow.
Barely. I can see it a lot better in the camera.
Wow. Okay, so now I'm gonna go upstairs. I want to know if that dark thing we saw was the door.
Oh yeah, okay.
Hopefully nobody comes out. That'd be weird.
We'll just be
What are you
like,
doing here? Just waving a poster in front of your door.
it'd just be a really cool thing to do for some sort of art project. To just like have.
Okay, can you see me?
Are you in front of the door?
Well, I'm.
Oh wait, I see you. I see you moving behind a tree. Keep walking. I can almost see you. Yep, there you are with your poster. Yep, there you are, right in front of the door. Did you just leave?
Yeah, I just left.
Okay.
I think that's it. We did it.
Yeah, I think we proved that we exist in three-dimensional space. All right, happy vlogging.
Happy vlogging.
Bye now. What are movies?
Here are some movies.
Read them to me.
Here are some pics. 50 Shades Darker, Split, and The Founder. There are more. Shall I read them all?
Yes.
I don't know what you mean by yes.
What else do I say? The nod might make me really angry. You might find that
I do that.
the one thing in the somewhere in my brain it'll be just like that thing's dumb, and I'll be like, I like that thing. Fuck you. Wait, actually, that already just happened.
What's that thing?
Never mind.
That,
What's won't be that bad.
What's that thing you love?
Abathur.
My medulla oblongata.
Abathur sucks.
He doesn't suck.
You'd like him to. No.
It's a platonic
Who sucks,
relationship
Eric?
with a fictional character.
Right. So, do you want to ask a question?
How's it going?
It's going well.
This was the Nod's idea, for the record.
That's not the kind of question.
Oh,
Nod, you should
What's
start.
your favorite color? You said that was one of the questions.
Okay.
what did you have for breakfast?
What did I have for breakfast? I had coffee, and that's it for breakfast.
I don't eat breakfast.
Oh, did we all have to answer this?
Sure.
I played the fifth.
He ate the Constitution. What's your favorite color? That one.
Unicorn
I like that
blood.
color.
Yeah, me too.
Unicorn?
Unicorn blood.
Silver?
I don't know.
That's what color was in the movie.
In Harry Potter, yeah.
The Harry Potter movie.
It looks like the shampoo that we had at home.
I thought it was supposed to look like mercury.
It looked like our magnetic shampoo.
I thought, didn't it just look like mercury though? Wasn't it shinier than that?
Yeah, it was actually. It did look like mercury.
I like mercury. Oh, mercury's not a color though.
For the
Venus.
color of Mercury.
It's just
Like the
reflective.
ugly-
It reflects everything.
Ugly brown.
What?
I always
Planet.
thought it was
Oh.
silver.
No, Mercury is silver.
Okay.
We're talking about Mercury. With
Mercury's
capital M.
Mercury. Silver, silver.
Mercury, the god, is
White.
fast. Am I getting the wrong one? No, Hermes is fast. No, is Hermes Mercury? What was Hermes in Romans?
Mercury is Aries.
Oh. No, it's
No.
not. Mars
No.
is Aries.
Mars is
None of us know anything.
Yeah.
Mercury is Hermes.
Mercury is Hermes. He's fast.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You confuse
Venus
me.
is Demilo. Earth is Jupiter. And Pluto is
No. Anyway,
Neil Gaiman.
ask a question.
It's your idea.
I asked her, what's your favorite
This has
color?
already
It's your
gone
turn.
a very
It's your
different
turn.
direction
It's
than
your
I thought
turn.
it
What's
would.
What
So,
were you expecting?
I was actually expecting actual questions and serious answers.
What do you
haven't asked
guys?
a serious
What do you
question.
guys think would be good questions?
I pointed.
for each
I
of
do
you?
like this color. This is close to my favorite color.
Okay.
For the record, this is a red.
Oh, I like not knowing, but I mean, I knew. I like that not knowing was an option.
That's the phone case. That
Oh, okay,
that
fine.
I'm pointing.
What's
You-
one thing you wanted
why-
to do in the last 4 years that you haven't done?
Oh.
Why can't that camera see that camera? I feel like
Watch Legion, technically,
Okay.
because I want to do that right now. It's in the last 4 years.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's okay.
I can name other things that are also watching.
Ooh. What have I wanted to do in the last 4 years? Run a double marathon. That didn't happen.
Okay.
I wanted to complete my album, Two Slices of Muffin.
I remember that. How about you?
I wanted to finish titles. That didn't happen.
I finished Titles.
Yeah,
You did finish
I did
Titles.
it.
I did
I
not.
did it.
You finished the
What's-
crap out of those titles.
Titles is the album story collection.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow, Nod.
His job is harder.
Okay.
Given the choice
That's
of
not
Ninad
only
couldn't
thing-
do
is
your
that the only
job,
thing-
though.
Huh?
Ninad couldn't do your job.
No.
Your job wasn't that easy.
I don't think your job was easy.
It just took less time.
Can we do a lightning round on these questions that make people fall in love?
Sure.
Gotta go reverse order.
Reverse order, like
Yeah.
you first?
No, reverse order's in from the last one.
Oh! You want to start
So-
from set 3,
Yeah.
last question?
Yeah, Fall and Hate. Let's go.
Okay. Share a personal problem and ask your partner's advice on how he or
I
she.
don't want to do
might-
that.
Okay, then we won't do it in reverse order.
Okay.
Jesus. Ninad, given the choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest?
I feel like you ask people this question.
I do.
That makes sense. That's the
Because
last
it's on the
question.
No, but I mean, this is just a good question, I think. That's a difficult one. Either J.K. Rowling or Neil Gaiman.
Okay.
Oh.
Wait, do they have to be famous?
No?
No.
Could be your mom. Your brother, since he's in Mongolia.
I pick my uncle Alex.
Okay. How are you?
He makes sense fun.
Wait, are you just
I don't
saying
know. I
don't
pass.
Okay. Neil Gaiman for me. Would you like to be
Huh?
famous, and in what way?
Yes. I want to, but only if I like find a cure for something, or something like that, or I'm like well known as like a good doctor.
Okay.
I don't have to be world famous.
Okay. That's that answer.
What if like lots of people hate you?
Infamous?
I don't want to be.
Well, obviously you don't want to be infamous. In what way? Not infamous, sure.
Yeah. Would you like to be famous, and in what way?
I don't know.
I pick the way in which I have money, but people don't recognize me.
Ooh, I like that.
That way, it's just this is good.
Mercer style.
I wouldn't mind being like I wouldn't mind starting a company if I could. Like, I would have liked to have started the company, you know?
Yeah.
And then be like...
Wait. If you're famous,
I want
why
people
don't
to
people
die for me.
recognize you?
You could be a cartoonist or something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you want to be like CGP Grey, kind of?
Sure, yeah, CGP Grey works too.
Because you
Yeah.
can't recognize him in the
Yeah.
wild.
But CGP Grey isn't famous enough.
He's
I
also
think.
not rich. Probably.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Not
say
rich
anything
enough,
about
famous
rich,
for the
just as
richness.
famous.
That's what I said. The famousness that causes the richness.
Alright, before making a telephone call, do you ever rehearse what you are going
Yes,
to say?
every time,
and
always.
why?
Every
Always.
single time
Same.
because
Always.
I'm terrible at talking.
Yeah.
Well,
I still do
mean,
it.
like... What? You still do it?
I don't think I'm terrible at talking to people, but I do it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm much more comfortable when they're there and real.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
I'm uncomfortable both ways.
Yeah,
But if it's like I'm calling... Like if I'm calling my mom or something, I don't rehearse it. But if it's like... If I need to get something out of the
Yeah.
Yeah.
interaction, then... Yeah.
Well, it's just like the fear of screwing up. Like when I order
Yeah.
food, I'm like, did I
I
say
will
all the
write the
things I
script.
ordered to say?
In Word. I will
Wow.
plan it out. And
I don't
I'll
do
read
that.
It. I'll read it sometimes.
Nice.
I don't do that.
Like
That's
if I
pretty
like when I had to, I don't think it's I think it's paranoid. When I had to
Keep
contact, who did I have to contact? I had to contact like Capital One for a credit card thing. I wrote out all of the things I was gonna say and the things they could have responded.
Wow.
I'm gonna jump off that question. What do you fear the most?
What?
What's your greatest fear?
That's not
Greatest
jumping
fear?
off unless you're really
That's
that
not
scared
jumping
of
off.
talking to people. My greatest
I'm not.
fear...
Greatest fear? When you say greatest fear, though, like, it was
Yeah.
like, oh, I have a fear of heights. But your greatest fear?
Like what scares you inside?
Unfulfilled potential.
Oh, yeah. That's like universal, though!
It's from The Circle.
Yeah.
I hate that character.
That's exactly what the stupid... Anyway, this happened earlier today. There was a motivational speaker who basically gave a speech on exactly that, and after... there was what that woman did in her art project, and then everyone was just like, that motivational speaker was crap. And that was basically it. Sorry.
What are you afraid of?
I am afraid of being
Sean Hannity is a spider. Who are you?
By who? By like in your lifetime after?
In
by
my
everyone?
lifetime. I don't care after I'm dead.
Yeah, not that.
In my
yeah,
lifetime.
You had that dream once.
Yes, that is why that dream is really scary because everyone had forgotten about me and just moved.
So
on
is
with
this
their
like,
life.
if everyone to like magically forget about you, like this isn't a fear that could actually happen, or is there like a version of this that could happen?
The version that could happen is more like I don't talk to someone for a few years and they've forgotten about me, but I still remember them.
That makes sense.
But then you don't have a reputation with them anymore. You can like start over and reinvent yourself.
Yeah, but it's not really losing the reputation. It's just that I've been forgotten, kind of thing. It's more of like a loneliness thing, in a way.
Loneliness is scary.
I had a loneliness fear of the fear that I was everyone
Yes.
in the universe, and
Because
that
you are.
But it was like
Pancyclopean. That's what
it
it's
was
called.
like the fear that everybody I knew was me, and that I was like God, and I was everything, and so
That
I
sounds
was
pretty
alone.
great.
No, but then that means I'm all there is, and that's terrifying. I don't want to be the only thing that exists.
But you're also everybody else. So you can like talk to them.
But it's not them. It's
But
still
if you
But it's
realize
you.
that, but
what?
my fear was that I would like realize that, and then it would stop.
It would stop working?
and the illusion would break, and it would stop being
Yeah.
like me talking to somebody else. It'd be me
Okay.
talking to.
I get it. I'm not trying to be a little. I was just.
Yeah.
I don't fear it anymore. That was like a weird. That was a long time ago.
I feel like that's the kind of fear that comes when you're like starting to gain the adult mental capacity to imagine that, but your emotional maturity to realize that you're not that important hasn't quite caught up yet. It's like
Yeah.
a very teenager sort of fear. Or perhaps...
Why is it about realizing you're not important?
I'm not at all afraid of that, because like there's a lot of things happening in the world that are like way more important and complex than I could ever fathom or be a part of, really.
But
So it's
the
like-
point was that all of that was me, and that was the fear. That
I mean,
all of that is it's not that
conceptually-
I'm important. It's just
Right.
like I didn't want to be all of existence. That didn't.
I mean, conceptually, I think I know what you're talking about. I don't know for sure, but it still doesn't hit me emotionally because I can't. That like breaks all of my worldviews about like everything really, and it's very easy and convenient and probably true to just not think of things that way.
It's true. You mean like that worldview was false?
Well, I mean, it's
Yeah,
not
I mean,
true.
and
Obviously, it was a dream you had.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not everyone. Don't worry.
I'm not everyone.
We don't hate you.
Anyway,
Regret.
okay.
That's a
Yeah.
big one. That's like unfulfilled.
Yeah, that sounds like
potential, right?
unfulfilled
It's
Yeah,
like,
but I
you
think
can
it's
take
different.
that. You can totally take that.
I think there's at least a different focus.
It's like you do
okay.
something
Because
you wish
one
you hadn't.
causes the other.
Unfulfilled potential feels more like a prospective version of it, and regret is more like a retrospective. Like, there's so much I could have done.
But they are very similar because that's exactly what the guy I alluded to was talking about. I was going to say pain before or just fear, but I thought that was not specific enough.
Who's afraid of death? You're not afraid of death.
I'm not afraid of death.
I'm afraid.
You're on death. You're not afraid of your
I'm afraid of pain. I said that.
Yes,
Yeah.
same. I'm afraid of pain.
And when I say pain, I'm going to lump in the death of others in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not my own death, I don't-
Regret is a good one.
Unless it hurts.
I still fear.
Death
I
usually
fear,
hurts.
I fear
from
death
what I
because of the
understand.
non-existence of everything that I am. It just
I don't
can't.
understand that.
But like everything you do all the time is just you're thinking, you're experiencing, and then one day you won't.
But
it's not. You won't have a perspective then. But the fact that you don't have a perspective is scary now, even though you obviously won't feel anything then. It's not that I'm fearing that I will feel pain or something. It's just.
The only type of death I fear is like the only reason I fear death personally is for other people, like not like I don't want other people to suffer because I die.
I figured that
I know
one
that
out.
other people. I'm arrogant enough to think that other people will suffer if I die. So
well, no, they will. You're just not like self-deprecating enough. I mean, that's but you're not that bad. I at one point in time I felt like it was reasonable not to care about how other people would feel after I died. I don't think I can't support that anymore. Yeah, that's the thing for me too. I don't know how I used to do that, but yeah, I'm just not confident enough that they will stop existing.
Anyway, so you're also going with regret?
Yeah, regret's pretty bad.
All right, we're going with regret. Spin the wheel.
The next question.
Put it in the wheel right
That's
here.
too difficult. You do it.
What would actually,
what would
kind
cause
of going
collapse?
off of that,
Yeah.
because this is a little out of order, but it's related. Do you have a secret hunch about how you will die?
No.
No?
I don't do things that would cause me to die in unusual ways.
I will be stung by a bee in my eye. I will trip over
An
a
unusual hunch.
and I will land in a
It's so
puddle
unusual.
of my own
Bees.
Piss.
No, it's bees.
It's bees.
It's bees.
Either heart disease or cancer.
Cancer's a good
Cancer's
choice
scary,
because it's
yeah.
common.
Yeah, I'm going with the two most common leading causes of death
Oh,
for
that's
someone
exactly
like
what
me.
he's doing.
That's not
Heart
a
disease
hunch.
or cancer.
It's
It's a hunch!
just
It's my hunch! My hunch is I'm gonna die on these
Okay,
two things.
It's an
Yeah.
educated guess.
That's what
It's a
hunch is. It's like
statistically-
a pragmatic
No, that's
hunch.
not what a hunch is. A hunch is like a gut thing.
Yeah, do you feel it in your...
And my gut is telling me to believe the statistic.
Alright, fine.
Fine. Yeah, I got no better answers. What is like the? It's a good question. Like, what's the thing that each of us does? Probably the same for each of us. That is the most likely to lead to death, like
Driving.
by being random. Just driving, right? Yeah.
Or walking.
Or walking near
Walking
cars,
across-
like getting hit by a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something we all do.
Let's be honest, we've almost
Like
been
none of
hit
us
by cars.
skydive.
Yeah.
None of us dive.
No. None of us sky.
None of us earth dive. You can suffocate in the rocks.
Anyway.
Wait, can I like swap out the previous question, the greatest fear one, for like Alzheimer's or some other form of dementia?
Oh god.
I
really
have
worth
this
it.
like
Yeah.
weird
Mom.
feeling that I'm gonna get Alzheimer's or something, and I'm just gonna die very slowly.
Yeah, I
over,
think
like,
in a way
10
my
years.
fear of like loneliness and forgetting is like a weird fear of Alzheimer's.
But that's you. For
Yes,
I
if
would
forget
fear
things.
other people getting Alzheimer's
Yeah.
way more than myself.
Yeah.
For the
Well,
same
like,
reason that
sorry,
you won't
yeah,
remember.
fear of
so-
Alzheimer's, other
Yeah.
people getting Alzheimer's. Not me.
Yeah, I won't. If I got Alzheimer's, I'd be like, oh, who are you? I don't know.
Well, you also
It's
suffer.
not-
Yeah, I mean, it's bad, but I fear it for other people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not that fast. It's like you'll realize one day that you can't read the clock anymore.
Yeah, I know, it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. I'm not.
I can't. That's
It's
just
not.
scary.
Yeah, it's not like
My,
sudden
my
amnesia
grandfather
where-
died of dementia with Lewy bodies. It was not good.
It's no fun. Anyway, you want to go? Next one?
Are we
Okay,
just
bye.
reading through these
No, I
questions?
think
Is
they're
that
good
what-
jumping off points.
We also have 5 minutes.
Yeah, they're good jumping off
man.
points.
Oh man. Okay, well, I mean, if you want, you can pick a
I'll
question.
pick one.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
I will just pick question 4, which is the next one we haven't looked at.
You said that the people on the Nerdist said that this was
No, that's not very
the
good.
equivalent form, or this was the most
Nah.
like, deep conversation they ever
Yes,
had.
they also did it for an hour, and it was 2 people, and they were, like, it was an hour.
We do this all the time.
I have
Yes.
been asked this question
Yeah.
many times in like icebreaker type things, or I don't know why, like Kairos stuff for Catholic school. If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be?
Shit.
Insult your parents live.
Insult your parents
Oh
live.
man. Is this going to be posted publicly? It will be.
It will be.
Vlog. Oh no.
But what's the chance your parents are going to see
I
this?
don't know.
For some people, it's
What if-
pretty
What
high.
if it goes viral?
I could skip this one.
No, it's a good question.
Okay, it is a good question. That's why maybe we should skip it.
So I was like, I can't complain about my upbringing, but my stepdad style of parenting is not one I agree with. Like, he doesn't believe in the value of mistakes. Like, basically his worldview is, if you can do the obviously objectively better thing, why wouldn't you do that? You know? So the way he parents is he just tells you what to do, and he expects you to follow it because it makes so much sense in his head. And I think a better way of parenting would be to let your kids, like, inoculate themselves by letting them make, like, smaller mistakes when they're younger and the stakes are lower, so that when they get older they understand when their judgment might be good and when it might be bad, and if it's bad, how they would recover from it. You know, that's like something I feel I'm missing.
Like using the scientific method to grow up.
That's what it sounds
Pretty
like,
much.
just being hands-off more.
Yeah, I think, I mean, the thing is, he is kind of hands-off. He's not like, you know, helicopter parent, and like, both my parents are good in that way, but he doesn't, like, he's very stubborn. He has a worldview that he believes is objectively right, and he doesn't realize how emotional he is. He's actually pretty emotional, in my opinion. And as a result of that, he doesn't see how he might be wrong, and he doesn't see why you might ever want to do the thing that he thinks is wrong, because you should see it as wrong too. And if you're making a mistake, and especially if you might know or you've been warned that you're making a mistake, why on earth would you do that? There's like literally, he sees zero value in it. It's not even a learning opportunity. He's actually said like that there's some saying that, oh, the wise man learns from other people's mistakes, the average man learns from his own mistakes, the stupid man like never learns from his mistakes, or something like that. Like, that's his motto. So yeah.
Learn from other people's mistakes. There's too many mistakes to make.
Yeah, I know. I believe in letting your kids make some of their own mistakes while they're young and the stakes are low. You know?
Yeah.
You say you get asked this question a lot. What do you answer?
I usually say nothing. Like, literally. Like, my parents talk all the time about how they were raised, and how their parents treated them, and how they tried to do everything the opposite of that. And I'm usually like, yeah, good job. I mean, my parents are basically like my roommates. Like,
We're your
just,
parents.
yeah, you guys. I don't know which one's which. You don't need this. They just like
complaints.
Yeah. I can't think of anything. They usually explain to me a lot of the reasons why they do everything they do. And like, at least for my mom, I agree with my mom on like 99% of everything. Mm-hmm. So if she explains it, I usually agree. So yeah.
I think the only way I can answer this is that there are things about myself that I don't like, and I think it's possible my parents could have done something to fix.
But you don't know what.
But I don't know what.
Yeah.
Like I have.
I have things like that too.
Like,
which is,
at some point, I realized that I was smart, and that's been a pain in my ass the entire time because I have a temper and I'm arrogant as a result sometimes, and I don't like those things.
Yeah,
so you're an Indian male.
I'm an Indian male, yeah. If my parents had not raised me as an Indian... No. It is not. It is
I know a lot of Indian males.
Like, it is just... Like, I have had an experience where, some guy found out I studied biology, so he brought up a topic in biology because he'd seen it on, a nature documentary or, Nova or something, and I had seen the exact same program the day before. Like, when he was watching it, I was watching it. So I wanted to discuss it, and I started talking about it really, passionately because I liked it.
Biology.
And he totally shut down. He just didn't say another word, and then he walked away because he wanted to seem like he was the smart one. And he wanted to be like, oh, I know all this stuff. But the moment he realized I knew more than him, he I'm not interested in talking to you anymore.
But what if you're a dumb Indian male?
Then you still act like this. But you just don't, you say everything wrong.
It's worse, it's the Dunning-Kruger effect.
Obviously not every Indian male is like that, but I'm like that.
Okay.
A lot of people are like that. So, that's what I would say.
I think when being smart is part of your identity, it's difficult to... arrogance does come along with that. It's important to check yourself. What is it? I don't know who said this, but if you feel offended when you're proven wrong, you have an ego problem.
Yeah,
I've heard that, and I think about that a lot because still every once in a while, if I'm getting something wrong, I get something wrong all the time. I feel this little I feel kind of hurt, and I really need to. I've been learning, and I think I've gotten better at it because I'm wrong all the time to just not care because it's just knowledge and facts.
And I still have a long way to go on that, which you both and you also know. All three of you know. Okay. So, yeah.
What question?
I've had a lot of practice. Let's do one more. Should I pick it randomly?
Whichever one.
I don't know. What do you think is good to wrap up?
Tickles your fancy. You should go.
These aren't good. Okay.
You just be on a positive note if you want.
let's not do another one about your childhood and family. Besides, like, I don't know much about your childhoods, but they were all way better than my parents' childhoods.
Yeah,
I've heard a ton about those.
I think all of our childhoods are probably better than our parents' childhoods.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably for all of us.
Yeah.
I mean, my parents were poor when they were younger, and they had broken homes, so
Yeah.
I don't have any of that. Oh, this is interesting. I'm going to do this one. This is a tricky one. Step 3. Complete this sentence. I wish I had someone with whom I could share blank. It's a difficult question when we're all here together right now.
Well, not necessarily, because you just like categorically say what it is and don't. Like,
Yeah, but yeah, it's still go ahead.
Well, like what? You answer
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
I don't know what.
She sounds like she has an answer.
Well, okay. Casually, if I weren't in a relationship, I would say something like cookies, or some other form of food. In a deeper way, okay, that's.
While in a relationship, it's still cookies.
We all wish we had someone to share. We do have someone to share cookies with.
Anyway,
these are someone.
Or like a bed. I don't know. Let's see. With whom I could share my insecurities. Yeah, but I feel like I do. So.
Yeah. Probably go with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
That's probably universal, really. Fairly universal.
I feel like I talk to people about them though.
Yeah, so okay, maybe we need to like think deeper because like me too. I'm like I do think I have someone to share insecurities with. Like what?
What was? Oh, that's you going deeper.
Yeah, let me go deeper
into the table.
I'd still say my insecurities. Yeah.
What's it again? I wish I had someone with whom I could share. I mean, when it comes into my head and it's not really accurate. Oh.
Aww.
Speaking of which, I forgot about that.
What?
Crap. Like, there are lots of things that I used to talk to my brother about.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he still exists. I just don't talk to him as often. So, oftentimes
he's in Mongolia.
Yeah.
Ooh, I
but
have one.
I also told him I talked to him
I have
tonight.
one, music stuff. I can't really talk to any of you about music the way I like to talk about music.
No, yeah.
And I have one.
Politics?
I guess, also, like, just, like, books.
Yeah, things that have been read by people.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, these are all things that you all have
Yeah.
people around who you talk to, like me too, yeah. So, but they're just not here right now. Okay,
I don't really have anybody anymore to talk about music, though.
Really?
Not much.
Oh.
Like, I don't talk to Josh that often.
Oh. But you did,
I used
he's
to.
in a vlog, right?
Yeah.
So you went,
But, like, he used to be there every day of my life in high school.
That's different.
And now it's like once a year.
Yeah.
That's not somebody to talk to about.
I get it, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing with me.
I get that. Okay. I guess we're done.
Yeah, we went 5 minutes over, too. We did that thing.
How do you feel?
It was good.
It turned out better when we had this.
You want to close it?
Hi, Jake. It's Friday.